Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Luxury Home Show. I'm Jazz and today you're joining me in the vibrant area of Battersea and we're going to be exploring Riverside One, a luxury apartment complex designed and built by renowned architect Norman Foster. Originally 2 apartments, the home we're going to be taking you inside has been transformed into a 3,800 square foot mega home featuring 5 bedrooms, 2 large open plan living areas, and also incredible views over the River Thames, Chelsea Embankment, and those iconic London landmarks. Can't wait to take you inside. Let's go. So we've just entered the apartment through the first access point. We actually have 2 front doors, as this used to be 2 separate apartments. First of all though, I want to take you into the open plan living area where we have some of the most incredible views across to the Thames and Chelsea Embankment. First though, I've got to talk about this kitchen. So we actually step up, it almost gives the illusion that it's floating, which is quite fitting for the area because it does almost look like we're floating over the Thames right now. But in here we have a really interesting combination of colours and also materials. So starting here over on this island, which is huge by the way, we have a very interesting, I think it's marble I believe, but the pattern on it is very striking. It's definitely the feature point of this kitchen in those kind of cream and white tones. And that contrasts quite nicely with the blue cabinetry we have on this side. It's very glossy. On this side as well, we have quite an oversized surface space, which you might not notice straight away when it comes to viewing apartments, but that is great. And then on this side of the island, you have 2 bar stools. And it's quite interesting as well, because on the other side, you have glass paneling at the back of these shelves. So the light even floods in down into this space. The structural pillar in the middle is a bit of a nod to the area too. We're right next to Battersea Power Station and Battersea Park on the more industrial side of the river. So I like how they've incorporated those kind of elements as well in here. But this is where we move over to the view. So walking past this sofa area and the dining table with the chandelier hanging above, we actually do have 4 sets of sliding doors throughout here, just behind you and then also to my right. So if we head on over, the sun's just come out for us as well, which is lovely. The architect has done a great job at making these doors feel like a picture frame, framing the view of the Thames and Chelsea Embankment over on the other side. 2 things that were really important to the architect, which is Norman Foster, was natural light and the use of the surrounding environment, which obviously here is very iconic. Speaking of iconic, Norman Foster has done some other really big projects you might know, such as the Gherkin and also the Apple campus in California. Now, while we're here, let's check out the view. Gosh, I love being nosy. So over on that side, you can see the London Eye, you can see the Shard, quite far up the Thames. And then this bridge here is called the Albert Bridge. And just confirming, and it lights up at night, so it looks really pretty. And then just across from me, we have Chelsea Embankment. You can see Old Church. Now, Tom and I were actually there literally last week filming on Old Church Street. So go watch that. I'll put it in the corner. And yeah, views down the Thames that way. You've got the boardwalk below. And then, like I said before, Battersea Power Station is literally just around the corner. So yeah, I can imagine sitting here with a book, but then also like watching the views. I think that would be really nice. I'd be in my element here, guys. And this is where the second apartment begins, I suppose. So they've put these doors in. They actually have some really good CGI images of what it would look like if you completely knocked this wall down and had a huge open plan space. Now through here is a lot more modern. I love the fact that we switched to this lighter wood flooring as well. You've got more double doors with that same view, but in here, because we're not on the corner, you only have one aspect, whereas in the other room, you do have that dual aspect in the corner. It kind of makes it feel like you're floating even more. I like the setup in here, and the colour really reminds me of a house we filmed with Louise Boyce. When we filmed her home, her cinema room was painted pretty much this exact same colour in this nice green. So I'd say it's a lot more contemporary in here. Now we do have more bedrooms just over that way, but I actually want to take you back into the first apartment and show you the bedrooms there first. Let's go. So we're back in the entrance hall now. When I was first here, I didn't point out, but we do have a WC there, which also has loads of storage and your laundry facilities, and then another cupboard for storage there. Now we have 3 bedrooms all together on this side. We're going to take you into the largest one first. So as we come into this room, we have storage lined all across the hallway, and then a very interesting headboard that spans pretty much the entire length of this wall. It's that leather, almost snakeskin pattern. We've got our king size bed in the middle, and we actually again have dual aspect in here. The sun is beaming on through, more storage this side, and then if we turn around, you actually have a view to the Thames again, and also the next building, which is quite architecturally interesting to look at. Now the window slash doors actually runs into the bathroom, so you can open this up for some ventilation in here. You do have a blind if you want more privacy, but no one's really looking in here. Now the bathroom's very unique. This thing right here, not a shower. I thought so, and I nearly walked into it. It's just a bunch of mirrors. If you're mean and want to see me walk into glass, then all you have to do is click the link in this corner and watch away, but that's not happening in this video. Thank you very much. Anyway, so we have this darker marble in here with the really intense veinage. The shower is just here, the walk-in shower. You open that up so I can demonstrate. There's even a little seat in there and some nice lighting. And then over on this side, we have the bath tucked around the corner, the toilet as well, and then we have these dual basins, which is really interesting on this curve. And you've got the mosaic tiles, and I assume that's another structural beam that they've just kind of covered up there. But yeah, very interesting layout in the bathroom, and the speakers continue in here too. It's worth noting we have AC throughout the entire apartment as well. Let's head into the next bedroom. So coming into the second bedroom, we have it set up as a kid's room at the moment. Lots of nice storage, and then a huge window of the Juliet balcony on that side too. So much sun is just flooding in here. But if you come around, we do have kind of like a dressing room area tucked around, so it's nice and separate. So you've got loads of mirror storage here as well, and then our ensuite. So through here, they've used this really nice white marble. I suppose because you don't have a window of any natural light in here, you need a brighter color. We've got the basin here, 2 huge mirrors opposite each other, and then we have the shower incorporated into our bath on this side. And then we have 1 more bedroom left in this section of the apartment, so let's go check it out. Now check this out for a kid's bedroom. It's so fun in here. You've got the stripy carpet, a small little working area here, and the bed. You definitely could have a double bed in here, but why would you when you've got all this room to play with your toys? And then on this side, we have a really funky custom wallpaper. I'm actually just staring at it now, trying to give you guys a little inside scoop of where Tom and I are heading next. So if I lean over, this area is a bit of a hint, and so is this. So leave your guesses where we're going to start bringing you some more tours. Now in here you've got a really great example of the aircon units, how they're integrated into the ceiling, and just behind we also have another Juliet balcony with views over the Thames. So here we are back in the second apartment's living area. It's worth noting that you could close these doors off or build the wall back up again and rent this out separately. I know the previous owners did that for a little bit as a secondary source of income. But if we come through here, we actually have the secondary entrance hall. If you were to separate this off, this side would be a 2-bedroom apartment, and it's great because there is a kitchen still in place, which I'll show you in a moment. But first, I want to take you over to this side's master bedroom. So on this side of the apartment, because it's been renovated, the benefits are that it is a bit more fresh, it's a bit more up to date. And another great benefit of this bedroom is that you do have that view overlooking the Thames now. I'm gonna sit in this seat, which I absolutely adore, and check out these views. I bet you can see the sunset from this room as well, which would actually be stunning. And then the lights on the bridge at night. Wow, ooh, that's a good bit of storage, don't you think? Should we see what's in the other one? This is a must. Oh my God. If you have the option to design your own wardrobe space, these are so good. They're for your trousers. Now, if we come over this way, I love the space we have in here, by the way. We have our ensuite. So, base in this side, we've got lots of huge mirrors. You've got the bath, toilet, and also a bidet, which annoyingly you don't see often enough. But come on, let's head into the next room. Okay, so the next bedroom we have on this side is actually a little bit smaller, and personally I think I would have this maybe as a study. It's definitely a single bedroom. You do have your ensuite that's kind of been added in here with a shower, basin and toilet. This one doesn't have a window, so we've had this skylight put in with the frosted glass, and then also at the top there you've got a glass panel into the other room, so the light from there can flood in here, which does lighten the space up quite a lot. I love that we've got loads of storage in this entrance hall. Plenty of room for all your coats and shoes. And then this is the kitchen. So like we mentioned before, this used to be two separate apartments, and that is the only explanation as to why this is here. We've still got everything you need. It's a very practical kitchen, but I'd say it's a little more modernized on this whole side of the apartment. You've got a nice contrast between the black and the white. You still have everything you need. You've got the Siemens oven there as well, fridge, freezer. I can imagine this being really put to use, say, if you were to have a chef in. Because the other kitchen is a little bit more pretty, especially with that feature island, I can imagine you and your guests being in there while a chef or caterer cooks it up in here, and it's still a decent size to do that. Another great thing about this apartment is the proximity to some iconic London areas. We have Chelsea literally right across the river, we have Sloane Square nearby, and we're also super close to Battersea Power Station and its new development. Well, there's so many dogs here, I'm actually in heaven. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe so we can bring you some more great house tours. Let us know down in the comments if you want to see more London tours such as today, and I will see you guys next time.
Welcome to the Luxury Home Show. Today, you're joining me in the heart of Chelsea on London's oldest recorded street. Steeped in history, Old Church Street dates back to 1566, but today we're stepping inside a truly exceptional property that blends its rich past with the modern luxury you'd expect from a high-end London property.